Welcome to Rise and Thrive, where I explore the minds of business leaders and real estate masters in the Baton Rouge area. I'm here today at Geoshield with Cubby Wolf. Cubby, tell us what you do here.
Geoshield is a window film manufacturing company. We've been in business since 2005. We specialize in ceramic window films for automotive, residential, and commercial applications, and we sell our films literally all over the world.
Okay, and you've been in business since 2005.
Since 2005.
So, from my understanding, the business has had tremendous growth here in the last few years.
Yes.
And, window film isn't a new concept. So what happened, in your opinion, that, caused that growth?
I've been with Geoshield for about 15 years.
Okay.
And right around COVID is really whenever we started to take off. It was a combination of multiple things with COVID. Really, it was the government giving out the stimulus money,
Okay.
and really with that, when people get free money, they spend it on a regular basis. I'm one of those people as well, and a combination of everybody being at home, not being able to go to work, and people spending that money on things they really don't need. They don't really need window film. They really don't.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody wants it.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everybody the same thing, whether you're 8 or 80, whether you're a car guy or somebody's grandmother, what's the first thing everybody does to their vehicle?
Tint their windows.
They tint their windows.
That's what I do.
That's exactly right. It doesn't matter if you like cars. Everybody has one. Everybody rides in one. Everybody gets their windows tinted. So with that being said, it was a combination of the stimulus money, everybody being home, and us having some really good products.
Yeah.
And it really took off for us during COVID and since then.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the quality of the products. I know they're superior.
Yes, we specialize in ceramic window films. We also offer carbon products, which is the next kind of big thing in the tint world is carbon, which also blocks a ton of heat as well. Very economical, definitely on the cheaper side from a ceramic product, and that's really taken off for us. Our carbon products are really doing great for us as well. So
are those mostly for the auto business, or?
The majority of our business definitely is in the automotive industry.
Okay.
The far majority of it, but we have some really great flat glass architectural products. We definitely have a very big market share in both.
And you tint the windows in people's homes, or use that window film for the windows in the homes to block be energy efficient, all that stuff? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I know that I have some in my house.
Yes.
For that purpose. And then I've also, upgraded the tint that I've put on my windows in my car, which have really, over the years, that has really improved a lot with the way that it blocks the heat. I mean, people are tinting their windshields now, and I always thought when you tinted your windshield, it made your windshield look dark. But I don't think that's necessarily true anymore.
It's not. That's the thing with ceramic window films. What a ceramic window film actually does, it filters the IR spectrum, the infrared spectrum of light that you actually feel heat on your skin. Mm-hmm. It filters that and stops it from passing through the vehicle. So the film will actually absorb that IR spectrum and stop it at the glass. So, like, perfect example, if you get your windows tinted, with a high quality ceramic film, you will actually feel the glass on your vehicle get hot because it stops the heat at the glass, at the film, but that heat won't pass through to your interior. It won't pass through to your skin. It won't pass through to your seats or your dash. So It actually stops it right there.
So not only keeps your car cooler, but it protects all the interior of your car as well from fading and cracking.
Yes.
And then here in Louisiana, I mean, it sure is important to keep that heat out.
Very much so.
Yeah, I don't know why or how anybody can drive a car without tint these days.
Yes, that's the truth. And I guess, the big thing that I guess a lot of people don't understand, just because you have tint doesn't mean that it's actually doing much. Because when window films first started, it was just a dyed product. It was just a dye. It didn't stop any of the IR. It didn't stop any heat passing through your vehicle. But with advances in window films, with ceramic technologies, carbon technologies, that's where you start getting that heat rejection.
Okay. So people really used to tint their windows just for the looks of it.
Oh yeah, just to be dark, just so you can't see it. I'm
So
one of
you-
those. I'm one of those guys. Yeah, I've had dark tint on everything I own.
Well, I think that it can be a little bit too dark.
No, it
You
can
know,
never be too dark.
I
Never
know
be too dark.
I have, that's just, I think that's my opinion as a woman, but men
I understand.
tint, all the men that I know do not agree with that. No, you cannot tint your windows too dark. But at least now you have the benefit of other reasons why you would
Yes.
tint and not just for the look of it.
Yeah, and like you were saying, a lot of things that people are doing these days are tinting their windshields. And with a ceramic film, you can, we perfect example, we have one of our ceramic films that is a very light ceramic. Isn't dark at all. You can put it on your windshield, whether it's legal in your state. I can't tell you. I can't tell you if it is or not. That's not up to us. But you can tint your windshield. It doesn't darken it whatsoever, and it does filter that IR spectrum, through your windshield itself.
My husband has that on his windshield. And when he gets in my car, he's like, "Oh, I can tell the difference that
Yeah,
you don't
can feel
have it."
so much heat coming through that
Which,
front glass.
I never realized. I guess because I've never had that on my windshield, I never realized how much it
Makes a huge
does
difference.
help.
Oh yeah, definitely does.
But I do know that what it used to be and what it is now is
two
vastly
totally
different.
things. Yeah, I mean you don't have to go super dark with your window films, either in automotive or home applications, to be able to get that heat rejection.
So let's talk about the home applications a little bit, because I do have that on my front of my home because the sun comes in the morning, and I didn't want to put anything on my windows to cover them. So we've put some tint on those windows to block the heat, but also so that people outside can't see inside my house.
Exactly.
Right.
In a flat glass application like home or commercial, it's far different. There's going to be far more restrictions whenever it comes to a flat glass application. Whether you have a dual pane gas filled window, tempered glass, shading issues with an overhang or trees, like all of that stuff comes into play. When you're looking to tint a home or commercial application, you really want to deal with somebody that really knows what they're doing whenever it comes to an installer. It's not as easy as just putting tint on glass, because the thing you have to worry about, especially like with a ceramic film and a flat glass application, that film absorbs the heat at the glass. So glass can only take so much thermal heat. It can only take so much thermal stress. It can only absorb so much heat, and then it's going to pop. Like the glass will actually just pop and shatter. Or if you have like a dual pane gas fill window, it'll get so hot that it'll burst the seal. So you'll lose that argon gas from the inside, and that's whenever you'll have that humidity in between the panes. So there's a lot more restrictions whenever it comes to flat glass in a home or commercial application than what there is in an automotive application. So always make sure that you talk to an installer that knows the differences between the two.
Yeah, and the differences in the products.
Yes.
Right. That's going to be the most beneficial for what
Very
you need
much
it for.
Yeah.
So let's switch gears a second and talk about your locations. And here in Baton Rouge is your headquarters.
Yes.
And how many employees you have here?
Here at our Baton Rouge location, we have right about 30 employees.
Okay.
And then we also have another location, warehouse distribution hub in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And right now, I currently have 6 employees there.
Okay.
And I'm actually flying out to Vegas the first week of June to look for bigger locations.
Because y'all are maxed out.
We are full. We are splitting at the seams at our Vegas location. We've been there for right about 13 months now, I think. And,
Okay.
And we need something much bigger.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
That's awesome.
We've grown on the West Coast dramatically over the last year. And we've grown just as a company dramatically over the last 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know here in Baton Rouge, you guys have, it seems like you're always, you're doing something to the office, expanding, growing, team members coming in. And
we have been on a huge growth rate the last few years, almost uncontrollable to a point. It's been really difficult to kind of keep up. But we are. We've been constantly adding new employees. We've added on to our location with new offices, new storage space on almost a monthly basis here lately. We're actually upgrading and building a loft office area upstairs right now currently for new employees and offices. So it's been busy. It's been really busy for us.
Well, that's great. I mean, this economy isn't the best of
times.
Best of times for a lot of different people, but for certain industries thrive in this sort of economy.
Yes. Yeah.
So with the growth, and you've got Vegas and you've got Baton Rouge now, do those two locations ship out to different parts of? Because you ship to all over the world, right?
Yes, we ship all over the planet. Baton Rouge does the majority of our orders and shipping, but Vegas takes over the entire West Coast. They ship everything basically from Nevada left.
Okay.
And they take care of all of California, which is experienced huge growth over the last year or two as well. So
I'm sure with California's, what they're super. Conventional as far as or conservative as far as what they prefer on vehicles and stuff, and energy efficiency and all of this stuff. So I'm sure that the products are very popular over there.
Very. Our growth in California has actually been very big over the last couple of years.
Well, that's good. So third location?
We are in talks right now. I think our next location, we're probably looking towards Canada, getting our products over the border, a little bit cheaper for our customers is probably our next goal. A lot of our customers have some issues getting it across the border because of taxes, duties, and fees. So we're trying to look for a Canada location so we can kind of absorb some of that cost and make it more beneficial for our customers.
Okay, so what's the split? Would you say is USA versus other parts of the world?
The USA is going to be our majority right now. We have a big distributor in Saudi Arabia that's been buying from us for well over a decade. So I'd probably say 80% of our business is USA right now.
Okay.
But the problem with not having an overseas location is the shipping. So really, whenever you start getting into the worldwide, shipping and offering products, things like that, you really have to have locations like physical brick and mortar locations there to be able to store and have product.
And I'm sure once you have that in place, that overseas distribution will grow just because it'll be cheaper.
Yes.
To get.
I mean, I want to say there's, if I remember correctly, somewhere around 380 million people in the U.S., and I think there's 7 billion in Asia. So I mean, we haven't even begun to crack the market, worldwide really yet.
Yeah, and those European countries really, I think, in my opinion, love these kind of products that are
very much so.
energy efficient.
We are missing out on a big market share by not being not having another location worldwide, but we're working on it.
Well, I think it's freaking awesome. Like just seeing how much the company's grown in the last few years, and then what the future holds.
It has. It's been fun.
As far as as that goes, like I think that from what I've read and talked about with you, the products are phenomenal. I actually have to get some products from you. I have to change out some tin on my front door because what I have isn't what I want.
Okay.
But of course, that was installed 4 years ago, and I know that technology has advanced since then.
It's constantly growing, constantly changing. It's definitely something to keep up with.
Yeah. Well, anything else that you want to mention about the company or that we didn't talk about?
Check out our website. Our website is geoshieldUSA.com. We're actually working on that and editing our website on a constant basis, making that more consumer friendly. We have a ton of information on our website whenever it comes to the types of window films, the benefits of each, and also a dealer locator if you're looking for somebody to get film installed with.
Awesome. And if you're a dealer and you want to be on the website, how do they do that?
They can do that. Go to geoshieldUSA.com, and there's actually a dealer login. You can build an account there.
Okay.
And we make it as simple as we can. It's for our dealers to be able to purchase.
Well, awesome. I mean, this is, a fascinating topic. Not many people know about the logistics of window tint, right? And films
But everybody has it.
Everybody has it, and it's everywhere you
Yes.
go, right? Whether you get into a car or you walk into a commercial
home or
building or a
business,
home.
yep.
Yeah, it's really everywhere. It's just not something that people talk about, but
It's
is.
one of those unnoticeable things. Everybody needs it, but nobody notices
Yeah.
it.
So
Yep.
so thanks for spending the time to explain to me a little bit more about it. I'm Amy LeBlanc with Homespire Mortgage. Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.